Alright. It's finally time. 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 Let's do it. It's finally time for Caribert. Yeah. The quest. That one. You know the one I'm talking about, right? It's the quest. It's finally time. Alright. Let's do it. Why is it night now? What happened?
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Teyvat, right?
Yeah.
Who's asking? Do you need something from us?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
What?
Well, we aren't always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim.
What? Why not just send it to the Adventurers Guild? Like everyone and their mother knows that I'm with the Adventurers Guild. The best way to reach me would be through the Adventurers Guild. I don't understand it. They already know so many things about me, right? The fact that I can use the freaking elements, the fact that I move around with Paimon, the fact that I'm a great adventurer, the fact that I've saved, is it 3 to 4 nations now? 3 nations? Yeah. Like, they already know so much about me. For some reason, they can't just leave it with the Adventurers Guild. I don't understand that.
So, what address did that person give you anyway?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? So the address is Paimon?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here. Of course, here it is. All yours.
Come on! Paimon wants to have a look too!
It's been a while. How have you been? I've heard that the two of you are traveling in Sumeru, and I happen to be in Port Ormos on official business. Lately, I've been stopping by Jafar Tavern for a drink or two every afternoon. If luck's on my side and this letter successfully reaches you, come to me then, and we can catch up on old times. We'll see it has a fated encounter. Your trusted buddy, the trustful Kea. I mean, come on. Kea of all people should know that he could just leave it with the Adventurers Guild.
Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does describe him pretty well.
Yeah, in fact, I'm even starting to think that he actually did this on purpose, just to get a kick out of it, right? This whole mailing thing, instead of going to the Adventurers Guild.
From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us. Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends.
You consider him a friend? Alright.
The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon. Perhaps we should drop in on him then, huh?
Okay. Alright. Alright, Paimon. Oh my god, I have to wait. The quest just started. You We just started and we're already waiting. We've been waiting for a while. 16. God damn it. I need to fix that. Yeah, I have a bad habit of doing that. I'm just not like going straight for the freaking clock. God damn it. We're good now, right?
He should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
Yeah, sure. Oh, it's actually not that far.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Alright, okay.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. It's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Yeah, I see.
Kaya, you're really
Yeah,
here.
you saw me, huh?
Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Alright, I think we're going a little too far there, Ether. Don't start lying, alright?
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from
I
G?
mean, he drinks as well in Mondstadt, so it's hardly unsurprising.
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her? The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes.
Sure.
Sumeru spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was invented.
Alright.
That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
You're not fine.
And how did that go?
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
Okay. Did Kea...
Hey, using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain!
Oh? What makes you say that? Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And?
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
I mean, you don't have to...
Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Don Winery had only just taken me in.
Okay.
I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru.
Bruh, what? I mean, it's not very surprising, but it's still kind of like for him to say it on his own. I kind of suspected it, but For him to say it on his own like that, out of the blue, is kinda...
And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you. Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young.
I actually, the fun fact, I was doing the freaking... I did the freaking fairy thing because I thought I needed to do it for an event. There was one event that needed the fairy thing, right? The weird pink one, I think. Yeah, but I remember clearly there was an event for that, and I had to get the freaking pink fairy thing first. So the quest to get her led me to a place that seemed like Korea. There was a freaking hole in the sky, bro. Right? There was one place there was a hole in the sky with a tree, and there's the next to it there's a freaking crater-like thing. So in my otherwise very shaky, unfounded, unbased, unreliable opinion, that's where Kanrio is. It's just me spitballing, bro. It's just freaking... I guess I'm expecting to be wrong, but that's what I am assuming now. Well, ever since I found it, that's what I've been assuming ever since I found it, right?
My life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father.
And yeah, we saw Days live there.
But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to keep me alive.
Bruh, what?
As well as ensuring that I'd be safely cut off from certain things. The thought that I might be able to actually live a happy life there must have been the icing on the cake. This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic. These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I have left.
One death afternoon, please, boss.
Bruh. The music stopped as well. He just popped out of nowhere and the music was like, what the hell? The hell, bro?
Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Dainsleif?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Bruh. The Abyss Order is fine. But wasn't that freaking... Oh, right. She said that she's just a member. Lumin, that is the one I'm talking about. Like, she isn't the highest person in the freaking thing. I said it as well, too, when we bumped into her that other time with the inverted statue, right? Like, she isn't the main top bad guy. She's just one of the executives, so to say. Well, if I had recorded it back then, I would have gone back to the video just to watch it and see if I actually said that. But anyways.
Huh?
I did say it though. I do remember that part specifically. Also the part about being shocked about the people turning into the freaking thingy. Yeah. Same as everyone else.
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes.
I mean, yeah. Okay, the eyes part, that's not what I mean. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, he recognizes the eyes, but like, this, I guess, he said it just a few seconds before Dainsleif came. Like, he suspected his father kept him in Mondstadt because he thought it was safer or something. He didn't know why, but I guess him just answering it like, you're the freaking descendant of the founder of the Abyss Order or whatever, just answered what he had suspected, even mentioned to us just a freaking few minutes. I like that. Like, we could, he's even told us what he suspected of, right? Normally he just says this out of the blue, like, oh no, I suspected of something, I expected as much, and yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling on a small detail. Plus this as well, like, nice.
You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Pure blood, huh? His eyes, when he said that, I looked at his eyes, and his eyes are a bit more blurred out than Dainsleif, because Dainsleif are very
clever,
noticeable.
Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way, are you?
Of course not.
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been. Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
Well, alright then. You go do your thing, Kaya.
I guess the smart thing would be to freaking put it on the back burner, finish the merchant thingy, and then think about it afterwards, right?
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
Ah, god damn it. Oh, damn.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Conria, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions. But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen.
I thought no, I didn't think that, not for a sec. Okay, before she said all that stuff she said, I thought she was the founder. But I know that ever since the freaking meeting we had, I never thought this for a second.
Well, I suspect that they call your sister their princess, precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
Oh, so she's on her way to being the founder. Or rather not the founder, but the head honcho. That's interesting.
Oh, so if she was the founder, she'd be the queen, right?
Of course.
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that
Yes.
name?
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan. We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
What happened to the freaking thingy though?
Not new.
The divine...
Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something.
The freaking... The freaking inverted statue. What happened to that? Like when we finished, I was like, wait, but the statue is right there. Why?
Your sister. She mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together.
Really? All the way back then? What?
Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
So, you're going to the place that she mentioned back then?
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly, we were somewhere in Avidya Forest then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that's lain hidden for hundreds of years!
Paimon. I'm not gonna lie, Paimon. Why did I suddenly feel suspicious of Paimon? Out of the blue. It just sort of just happened out of nowhere. Like, Paimon, you're Paimon, right? You're my friend, right? We're friends, right? You know me, Paimon, right? You wouldn't do anything bad to me, would you? Right? Buddy? Right? Right.
No. Now is not the time. No, it's just, I'm still waiting for my drink.
Yeah. Okay.
Seriously?
Yeah. Let's let the teleporter. That was a bad impression, but I'll just roll with it, yeah? Loom of Fate. I do not know what that would mean. Let me see. Let me try to think about it. Loom of Fate. We already know that there's the Descenders thing going on, right? Then we know that fate is already something that, all right, there's some, I thought about it more, right? I thought about it more after the whole story with the freaking inversion of Genesis, right? Was it that one? Yeah, the one with freaking Wanderer. Or rather, his name right now is Aoi Mori. Yeah, Mori. Aoi Mori, the thing I named him. Yeah, that guy, Wanderer, hat guy. His quest, right? The freaking quest after the thingy when we went into Emerald and whatever. And we did the whole time thingy, yeah, whatever. Then at the end, when we heard that voice, when it spoke about what was it? How fate cannot be changed. At that time, I thought it was well, you know my thoughts at the time. But after thinking about it, I kind of understand what she says now. It's kind of like the cause and effect theory. You know what I mean? Like what causes it might change, but the effect is always going to be set in stone. The effect is always going to be fate, so to say. So, yeah, I mean, she put it pretty well. The fact that the vase was broken at that time was always going to be the outcome. It didn't matter whether a cat bumped it, or a dog, or a person, or a Paimon, right? It didn't matter. What mattered was the effect. So it's kind of like if someone dies, then someone's always gonna have to die at that point. It doesn't matter. It might not even be the person who was supposed to die, but someone has to die. The effect has to happen, right? So I guess in that sense, it would be more accurate actually. Anyway, enough rambling about that. Let's continue on.
Wait. This place, it's familiar.
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago too?
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Don't freaking things change rapidly in the forest? Because just because there's no human activity doesn't mean it doesn't change. There's a lot of animals, and well, I guess maybe here there's not that much animals going on, like animals moving around or whatever.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be forgiven for thinking nothing was ever grown here. Or, wait, maybe nothing ever was grown here. It's an extinguished bonfire. Forest rangers, perhaps? Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building. Come on.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging in? What if someone's home?
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
If you say so. Well, you lead the way then, Dane.
I mean, he would know, right? He's the master of avoiding people, so... He's very good at avoiding people, so if he says that there's no one there, then he probably is right. That isn't a door, but whatever.
Huh. So there really isn't anyone home. Ugh, this place is so dusty. Paimon bets no one's lived here in years.
Investigate carefully. We mustn't miss a single detail.
Alright.
Hey, look! It's a bull! Guess whoever used to live here liked to cook, huh?
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy scent of medicinal herbs in here.
Okay.
Oh, so it's a medicine bull? Seems you're right. You've got a good nose on you, Dane.
Yeah. I mean, Paimon, you gotta stop.
There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertips off.
Sure, whatever.
Huh? This is a mirror. It's broken too. Was this a makeup box? That's kinda disappointing. Paimon was hoping we'd uncover some super big secret, especially after Dane talked this place up.
But why was it in the box? It's broken, but it wasn't. I don't understand. Whatever.
This bed looks pretty ordinary. Huh. There's nothing underneath it either.
Okay.
What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Can't be all that comfortable.
Paimon, not everyone is rich, alright? In fact, maybe some prefer this minimalistic life. Shame on you, Paimon, for judging.
Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here. You sure we're in the right place, Dane?
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened here. But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly. I hear noises outside. Let's go and check.
Noises? Is it?
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries.
Okay. What? Alright.
Monsters? Wow, Dane's ears are sharp, just like his nose. He's in surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Dane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters!
Okay. You done talking? I mean, it's a freaking slime. Oh my god, it actually hit me? Really?
Germinate! Propagate!
Oh my god. This one and its shield, bro.
Scatter!
Okay. Okay.
Spring forth!
I mean, that wasn't... Okay. I'm actually so...
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them.
But as I was saying, like, I'm even surprised I got hit there.
A ley line anomaly, perhaps. But it seems to be more than that. Okay. I'll go slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines.
Alright.
I might be a while. You should wait for me here.
What? You're going alone? You better not be trying to keep some secret from us.
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation, and as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it. Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle it alone.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp out here then. Good thing there's a bonfire over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this running around has made Paimon real hungry.
I mean, I have freaking... I literally have thousands of... I have hundreds. I won't say thousand because I'm not sure. But I have hundreds of dishes in the subspace inventory of mine that you could simply enter anytime you wish. Anytime you wanted. In fact, I actually thought you stayed in the freaking subspace inventory like an item. Because there's no way I know wherever you go, Paimon. I don't know where she goes. Where do you? The only thing that comes to mind is she goes in the freaking subspace inventory thing. In fact, I think that's freaking one of her powers, right? So I'm surprised she's asking me these kind of bullshit questions. Stop asking me bullshit. Like, there she goes. I literally... Oh, wait. Actually, how much food do I actually have? 748. Okay, there we go. So I don't actually have 1,000. But I do have hundreds. I was right about that. Alright. Really? Alright, let's bust out the classic. The freaking classic. Amber the Fire Starter.
Outrider Amber, report.
Yeah. There we go.
Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you. Changing the subject, Dane's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby ley lines. How bad do you think it could be? We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. You know, now that Paimon mentions it, we really have spent lots and lots of time together, haven't we?
And you haven't told me about your past, not even once. Not a single time. Not a single freaking instance of our past have you ever mentioned where you came from before you started drowning. You've never mentioned it once. Not a single time. At least tell me if you have amnesia or something, right? Then I'll be like, oh, she has amnesia. But you've never spoken about it even once.
So, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but, do you ever get tired of Paimon being around?
Better than nothing. That's funny. This gave me a kick. But no, actually, I do like Paimon as much as I freaking shove her face into the dirt, right? To me, she's like that kind of... I like her a lot. Because contrary to what you might think, right? Compared to everyone else, Paimon is one of the few characters who actually helps the traveler without... Well, how can I say this? In proportion to what he gives, right? Compared to like even the Archons, for example, Zhongli and freaking... How much have they helped Traveler in what he needed compared to how the Traveler helped them with their problems, right? The only other character I would say that's close to Paimon's level of like... I mean, Paimon might not actually help the whole time. She doesn't always help, right? But her intentions are better than most of the other characters. The only other character that came close was Nahida, with the whole like helping him find his sibling with the descendants thing, whatever. And after Nahida, maybe Hat Guy, but he hasn't really shown that much results. So I would put him on Jean and Ningguang's level. Those guys actually, they put up posters, but that's it. They never talked about it ever again. Each time I ask them, they just say, hey, I haven't found your sister, don't ask me, all right? I don't know where your sister is. Stop asking me that shit. Don't ever talk to me about it. That's the reaction they give me every time. Even back then, I was so frustrated at this freaking reaction. Like 2 to 3 years ago, I was still as frustrated as I am now about how little they help this guy. Right? It's just annoying to me. It's like, why does he... I mean, like, this guy has helped you. If that guy has helped you so much so, why wouldn't you try to do this for him? This one thing that he really wants, why wouldn't you try to put yourself forward to try and help him do that? Oh man, I've gone on a tangent ranting, but like, that's why I like Paimon so much, even though I think like she's got dementia. That's just like her. She's got like these little things I like and these things I don't like. She's got dementia that makes people repeat things all the time. Some of her jokes are not good. Sometimes she acts dumb. But I mean, either sometimes acts dumb, sometimes I act dumb. So it's kind of like whatever. But Yeah, I mean, that's my whole thought. So for me, Paimon is actually one of the better characters in the game. But I know a lot of people actually hate her. They'd freaking shoot her if they could.
Oh, you stop it! Now you're embarrassing
Yeah,
Paimon.
yeah.
So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon's curious. What was it like traveling with your sister?
I don't remember. Well, I wouldn't know, right? I never played that part of the game. You tell me, actually, either.
Stars?
Oh, really? Is that what actually happened? That's interesting.
Wow.
Really? I see. Okay, so he was always with her. Ever since, even before he could remember, I guess. He was always with her. No, but from what I know, before he woke up in Kanria, he was with her even before then. Like, he has memories before waking up in Kanria. Those are not his first memories, right? Because obviously they traveled world to world before arriving in Kanria. And he just described what it was like before, like, yeah. So, even back then, they were always together, which is interesting. This is the first time they've been separated, and it's only been for like 500 years. So you would wonder, how old are these guys actually? He might be freaking thousands of years old, actually. And even then, he had been with her that whole time. Interesting. Well, I'm going on tangents. I don't know why.
Yeah, Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why, it's just terrible.
Can you at least tell me your past? That's the thing I just want I just want to know. I just want to know that. I just want to know that, right? Just give us one Paimon quest, one Paimon story quest explaining. Or maybe they did while I was, but I don't think they did. I looked it up and I don't think that's what happened. Like, because there was a period of time when I stopped playing Genshin, so I was wondering if they did that. During the time I wasn't playing Genshin, maybe they released an event. I don't know, because that's how they usually release events, right? These time-gated events that just disappear after a while. And the story is lost to time.
But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles. And you too, Teyvat.
Sure. Alright.
You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead. Because if you're sad, Paimon will be too.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Alright. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up.
That's a first.
Oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon just wants to look after you for once.
What the hell? What's up with this, dude? This is actually becoming quite concerning for me. What happened? What did she do? Is something going on? These are not good flags, bro. Usually when the last thing this kind of thing happened, we got separated with the Samsara thingy, right? And she started freaking out. Alright. Okay, fine.
Nighty-night. Go on, chew. Off to sleep.
Anyway. I'm wondering when Dainsleif is gonna come back. Okay.
Time to wake up. The sun has risen.
You slept on the floor. Why didn't you sleep in the house, maybe? Dane?
What a deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you? All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
You're crying in your sleep? Bruh. Maybe she's in the subspace thingy. What the hell? Oh, right. Freaking... No! No, bro, I didn't want freaking Amber here. At least let me get rid of it. Oh my god. Fine, I won't use her. I'll just leave her as she is. I'll pretend you're not here, Amber. Because you're not supposed to be. I just needed you to light up the fire. Right? Okay, I can't even open the map.
Halt! What do you think you're doing?
Ah, dude, what the hell?
This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business. Begone! Your travel companion. You mean the one that was keeping watch by your side last night? Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eyes.
Wait, is he talking about Daisley? I think he's talking about Daisley.
What business is that of yours, All you need to know is that I claimed this place first, and what I do here is none of your concern.
Oh, and the guy has got like... Obviously, I saw that first, right? He's got eyes just like Dane, so...
Do I make myself quite clear?
He's got eyes like Dane.
Leave!
And freaking... What's his name? What was his name? The night guy. Ah, his name escapes me. Well, you know, the night guy who we found at the bottom of the freaking crater. The bottom of the chasm. The chasm, yeah, the chasm. At the bottom of the chasm. With the freaking fountain water thingy. And he freaking, the soldiers and... Yeah, that guy.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Trying to find my companion. At least if Paimon isn't here, you can talk, bro. Please.
If you must, suit yourself.
Jesus Christ.
I've been observing you. And you don't look like a forest ranger, nor someone from the academia. Still, I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that, and you can do as you please. Okay, fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in.
You... Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide this anyway. Just come in.
All right.
But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? You understand me? Come on then.
Okay. Okay, I saw that when the freaking thing was transitioning. I saw the helicho on the bird, on the bed, on the bed. Jesus.
Mind your own business. And don't worry, he isn't aggressive. How could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired or cold.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Huh? You know Conria? Who are you, exactly? And how do you know I'm from Conria?
Your eyes, I already...
Do you worship a god, traveler?
I do count one of them as my friend. Well, not one of them. I would say 3. The Inazuma god is not that. I don't like her that much. As much as people like freaking A, I don't like her that much. That much to the point where I would say she's someone on my friend list. Maybe an acquaintance, right? As for Zhangli, yeah, okay, him, yeah. Venti, he's kind of like the guy who is friends with you without your consent, kind of. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. He's friends with you without your consent, like you're just supposed to be friends with him, even though you don't want to. Nahida is actually someone I actually want to be friends with, and I am friends with, so yeah, sure.
Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was once Conrian. I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct.
Oh, okay.
And all who place faith in the gods are my enemies. That may be. But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few and far between since the cataclysm.
So you're 500 years old as well?
This wretched curse of immortality. Who knows how long I must continue to suffer like this.
Sorry about that. I wanted to say, like, at first I thought the way he talked was kind of weird, like some kind of serial killer. But now I'm starting to think that it was intended, like MiHoYo designed it this way so that it would imply his instability, like the mind's instability from living so long. Because so far, he's actually the most sane person with, maybe Dainsleif is more saner than him, but he's got signs of like corruption on him, right? This guy is completely fine, although his mind is much more on the edge compared to Dainsleif. Way on the edge, actually. So, yeah.
The curse. It was a little gift given to the people of Conria by those vile gods.
Jeez, bro.
We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release.
But like, why are you wearing this? If you... Well, I guess maybe if no one knows about Conria, then no one would recognize this. But then the people who do know would recognize you on sight. But I guess maybe his eyes are dead giveaways, so it wouldn't really matter if he changed clothes, right? Because I would assume that he's trying to hide and not be found by. If they destroyed your home, you would assume that they also want you dead, right? And you would try to go into hiding. That's what I just assumed of the Korean people, right? But it doesn't seem like he's trying to hide himself too much.
All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode and our bodies decay.
Yeah, okay.
Because although Conria began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too.
Single bloodline? What? A single bloodline? So did they do the thing of where they're freaking doing the freaking marrying the siblings thing to keep the bloodline pure or something? Wait, yeah, I mean, this guy freaking, the thing that Kea said to Dainsleif, saying you're a purebred freaking pure blood Carnian thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna assume that the whole of Conria was of a single race, or rather not a family, one family, right? Like brother and sister, because that would be some weird stuff, right? I'm just gonna assume it's kind of like a different race compared to, kind of like how they're elves. You get what I'm saying? Like there's humans and there's elves. So it's not that elves freaking do the thing where they're freaking with their brother and sister, right? They're freaking with their brother and sister. It's that the elves have different families within that race. So I'm just gonna assume that's how Carria is as well. Like they're different families of Carrians, right? Within the race of the Carrian people. So that's why the bloodline here is referring to the blood of the Carrian, like the blood of the elves, right? The blood of the orcs, or the blood of the freaking goblins, like the whole race of them. I'm just trying to freaking assume this just so that I don't have some weird shit going in my head. Because the alternative is kind of messed up. It's some kind of Alabama shit, not gonna lie.
Any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed as our fellow citizens.
Okay, so the fellow citizens were the people he meant as other families.
When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinners. Upon us the gods placed the curse of immortality. Okay,
so the people who came from other nations were the freaking thingies, the other families, or so to say, the other people. The other thing that he mentioned, right? The other families. Not the pure blood guys. So there's the pure bloods and the other families. And then this guy, the pure blood Carnians would also got the greater curse. The greater sinners.
But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them into monsters.
So who is this?
He is Kari Bear, my illegitimate son.
Okay, I get it. So, but how is Kaya still alive? That's the weird thing. If the half-bloods and the people who moved into Karnia turned into these monsters, how is Kaya still alive? And sorry if I'm sounding like Paimon now, repeating stuff. It's just that I'm trying to make sure I understand everything before moving forward, or else I'll get confused. Damn, wait. Actually, I don't usually do this that much. I'm guessing this is the effect of not having Paimon around. I started reorganize things in my head more often than I thought. Okay, whatever. Let's just try and speed through this.
How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame.
All right.
I was a noble of Conria by blood, but I resented the life that my family had arranged for me.
Okay.
And then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. It was love at first sight.
I see.
Kari Bear faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth, all due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it. After all that, he turned into a hilichurl right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now at least I can finally be close to him.
Oh, the mother.
She was.
You know what? It's fine, dude.
We were separated. I do not wish to dwell on it. It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once had everything I could wish for. And now that I have lost almost everything, the little that remains I see with new clarity.
Kari Bear, huh?
If nothing else, at least I still have Kari Bear.
Jeez.
Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on Kari Bear, but I do have other things I wish to do. You may come with me, if you're so inclined.
You're that lonely, huh? Okay. Well, we came in here to begin with, and we didn't see him. No, wait. This place was filled with dust to begin with. And it doesn't have dust now. Sorry, I'm thinking in my head like, maybe we're still sleeping and we're looking in the past. But then, because like this guy wasn't here before, right? This Kari Bear wasn't here before when we came in. Everything was also kind of messed up. The freaking thing had dust. The freaking bed was messed up. All that manner of nonsense, right? And I was just thinking, no, we went into the past, or maybe we're seeing some kind of vision because of his special constitution, right? But no, we did saw Dainsleif in the morning. So maybe Dainsleif was here in the past with the sibling, and he was talking to us like we were the sibling, and then went into the forest. So that could still be, I don't know. I'm just throwing shit around. I mean, the fact still remains we're in a dungeon-based thing, right? I can't open the freaking... So, I wonder.
Over here.
Okay.
I'm sure you're wondering why I brought Caribert here to Sumeru. Well, it's because he needs a medicine that can only be made here. One which will help him to recover his clarity of mind. I do not hope to break the curse. I am well aware of my powerlessness against the punishment of the gods.
In my opinion, the Archons didn't do much. In fact, they were summoned, as stated by A herself. They were summoned by the heavenly principles. So the heavenly principles are the ones, in fact, to blame for the freaking Khaenri'ah incident, not the Archons. The Archons were simply used to fight their war. In fact, if the Archons... Let me just say the Archons were soldiers, so, right? The ones who waged the war are to blame, not the soldiers, right? So the Archons really aren't the ones to blame, is what I've learned from this whole storyline of the freaking thingy.
But it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power of Sumeru's god of wisdom and can awaken the mind from a state of deep stupor. It has been used in the past to treat cases of mania.
Are you talking about the freaking Paprika and what was it? Paprika state of mind and the freaking Salt state of mind? What was it? Well, we'll just go with that.
I believe that it might just work. I read about it in a book. From the Royal Library of Khaenri'ah. It was banned. I mean, since this medicine requires the power of the Seven to work.
So they didn't like the Seven. I'm beginning to see why they they started to think of it as a weed. But I guess the Seven themselves wouldn't do that much against. They wouldn't like the nation, but I guess they wouldn't do anything towards it. The fact still remains the heavenly principles are the ones that acted on it, right?
In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved excitement. I was leafing through some forbidden text and happened upon it.
But the thing is, as extreme as Khaenri'ah sounds, right? Because he just said that they banned the book for being even related to the Seven. So obviously a lot of other stuff was banned simply because it was related to the Seven, right? So in that sense, things would be extreme in that nation. There's been a lot of other extreme stuff in other places. With what happened in Azuma, with the freaking Raiden's freaking decree shit. The freaking Withering and Erminsoul bullshit in Sumeru. The freaking... well, in comparison, Mondstadt's dragon thing wasn't that insane. Because it was just Dvalian corrupted, right? It wasn't like the world was gonna end or anything like that. Or the freaking... I mean, well, people did suffer, but it wasn't so much so that they couldn't handle it. It's just they didn't want to kill the freaking Dvalian. As compared to like the way the Shogun oppressed people with that Vision Hunt decree. Very different. The people couldn't just walk up to the Shogun and go, hey, stop the vision hunting crew. I'm gonna bust your ass, right? They'd freaking get decapitated on the spot. So completely evaporated, in fact. Just like freaking, we're not gonna mention her. She got freaking nuked, bro. She got turned into freaking dust. What? Well, whatever. Let's continue.
What other choice do I have? What exactly would you have me do, huh?
Oh, so it wasn't purely for the fact that it was related to 7. It might just have had some kind of extreme adverse reaction or consequence for using this so-called method of his. Alright, so maybe things weren't as extreme as I was expecting.
The gods have already punished us. What does one more sin matter now? Never mind. As long as you understand. I'm sorry. I struggle to take control of my mood sometimes. Perhaps a consequence of having lived too long.
Yeah, I figured. I already said this.
As it happens, I am in dire need of some help to make this medicine. My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. I fear they may be decaying from within. All thanks to this curse of immortality.
So you want me to make the poison that will kill your son, right? Alright, sure.
Okay. To start with, take this ingredient.
I'm pretty sure this is going to kill him, but okay, fine.
Also, do you have any of Sumeru's regional specialties on hand? I believe they're called Kalpalata lotuses and Sumeru roses.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, in that case, we have everything we need. This is the method for making the medicine. You just need to follow the steps.
I don't know if I can access my subspace inventory without my Paimon here. I mean, okay, I can activate it. So maybe I can activate Paimon's powers without her consent? I don't know. What the? Oh, it's a part of the questing. Never mind. Well, let's, what kind of mushroom is this? Huh. The death pill.
Is it done? Oh, splendid. Let me see. In all honesty, I do not know what the end product is supposed to look like. The banned book didn't feature any illustrations.
All the more reason to assume it's gonna kill him.
Well, the moment has finally arrived. Curses. No! We need to perform one final step to complete the medicine.
Okay.
I said before that this medicine relies on the power of the God of Wisdom for its restorative effects. Which means we must pay a visit to a statue of the Seven.
No, don't.
Let's go. Bring the medicine with you.
And I also don't, I mean, he hasn't shown me any bad things, but I still don't trust him. He isn't really that rational at the moment, right? Oh my god, this stuff was here? Why didn't I just use this instead of climbing the freaking side of the mountain before?
Look at this statue. How can I bow before this thing? God of wisdom, look at me. I will utter no prayer, nor will I sing your praises. You and your kind destroyed my home, wrought unfathomable suffering on my compatriots, yet here I stand before you.
It wasn't her, and even then, Lord Rukkhadevata didn't go to the freaking battle. She was dealing with the freaking forbidden knowledge issue, right? She was doing that while they were fighting. Honestly, I'm beginning to wonder which gods actually went, because freaking, well, the freaking Shogun went, right? The other one, and she died. Zhongli went. Venti wasn't around at that time, I think. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I assume right now. Because he only showed up later on and came back later on, yeah. So far out of the 4, only 2 went. That's what I'm assuming, but Venti could have gone, I'm pretty. But for the freaking Rukkhadevata, she wasn't there. That I'm sure.
You cannot mock me more than fate itself already has. God of wisdom, I seek not to disavow myself of the sinful blood that flows through my veins. I wish only to beseech you to have pity upon a young and unfortunate soul, my son, Caribert. He was turned into a monster before he had the chance to witness anything beautiful in this world. This is no fate for a child.
I mean, yeah, okay. But yeah, that's true. If anything, that's pretty unfortunate for him, but I mean...
If everything the gods have done was in order to have the impious people of Conria bow their heads.
In all honesty, I'm not expecting anything to happen, but...
Then I bow to you now.
Bruh.
I have given up all I ever stood for. All I ask is for a tiny miracle. For Caribert to see this world once more.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Please, God. I beg of you.
That... I don't know. I don't know. You tell me.
I have made quite enough of a fool of myself for one day.
Yeah, I told you nothing will happen. Woohoo! Yeah. I did figure nothing would happen, but... Whoa! Go figure. Go figure.
Caribert? Well, we've prepared the medicine. We might as well try
I don't think it will work, bro. I actually think he's gonna die.
Caribert, it's me. It's your father. Caribert. Caribert, please, say something.
Say something, goddammit! Then he starts hitting his chest. Say something, you ungrateful bastard son.
I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born. And that I failed to reach you and Mama in time when you both were suffering. But I'm here now. Papa's been by your side all these years. I've never left you, not once.
Unfortunate, bro.
Are you still angry with me, Cory Bear? I know you're awake now. Do you not want to talk to me?
Wait, is he actually gonna do it? Like, he start freaking pounding on his chest. Speak to me, goddammit! You are grateful, sinful son! You freaking bastard child!
I'm so sorry, Cory Bear. Forgive me. Please, say something, anything. Please. Please.
Yo!
Oh, gods above! What more do you want from me? You took everything from here, and I still bowed to you. I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it. But you won't even let me die.
Dude. God damn. This is oh my god, I like this statement so much. Sorry, I just screenshotted it. I was like, this is pretty juicy.
I knew it. I should never have trusted anything that had to do with the gods. I was just deluding myself. The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment. Other reasons. What do you mean? Huh. You really think so? Give up? No, never. And yes, you're right. I cannot let myself wallow in despair. Even if I must stay here with him for 50 years, 100, what difference does it make? I do not lack for time.
Sure, dude. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Let's go. We'll make another dose. The most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual mushroom, which makes things complicated, but not impossible. I grow them in that field. The details don't matter, right? Curb your curiosity and just do as I instruct. If you truly wish to help me, that is how you can do it.
Fine.
There is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I need you to collect some water from there around 2 in the afternoon.
All right.
I'll be here watching Cory Bear. Once you're back, I will make some fertilizer for the mushrooms.
All right.
Good. Then please head over when the time comes.
What happened to Dainsleif? He's been gone for how many? How long has he been gone? Dainsleif, come on. Where are you, bro? Where is he gone, dudes? How can you be scouting for that long? Not gonna lie, I did hear that Paimon was not gonna be in this quest, but it's different from what I thought. I thought it was gonna be a quest more centered around Paimon, but it's like they removed her because she was gonna be a distraction, as well as Dainsleif. He's not here that much, despite being the face of the quest. Because when it was released, he was like the face of the quest, right? They showed him as the freaking. Anyway, whatever. So far, it's just been me and the guy for most of the important parts, right? Me and the freaking Caribear's father or whatever. Oh, there's a person there.
The ecological issues in this area require further observation and analysis.
You scholars and your big words. You know what would really impress me? Fixing the humidity in this forest. My whole family's having a hard time with this climate. Seriously, all my old injuries are acting up.
What? Wait, are they just, have they all been put just for this quest? Because these guys usually aren't here, right? At least I've never seen them. Plus the domain is locked off. There's no way this can slip past them, right? I mean, okay, just bear with me for a second. I want to see if they're actually people. If the people that are usually there at the freaking thingy are there now. Oh, it seems I can't really even go there.
I shouldn't stray too far. Dane and Paimon still aren't back.
Ah. It seems Paimon won't come to stop me and the traveler just stops himself. Damn it, bro. Fine. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's finish this faster. Let's stop wasting time.